With a ruling by the pre-trial chamber of the International Criminal Court due any time, it remains in question as to whether any of the Ocampo 6 would be able to vie for elective posts if charges were confirmed against them. The Constitution's famed Chapter 6, which focuses on leadership and integrity, has often been used by pundits to say why the 6 should be ineligible. But as accused persons on trial, those of the 6 with political ambitions will still be considered innocent until proven guilty. From the onset, Article 73A of the Constitution in part prescribes that for one to be a state officer, they must be able to do so in a manner that brings honor to the nation and dignity to the office. In the case of the Ocampo 6, it is obvious that the ICC has spelled a public relations crisis, for these names abroad, far from the honor or dignity Chapter 6 envisages.
If you really look at the Constitution and if you look at the integrity, what integrity really postulates in the Constitution, it's quite clear what the kind of people who would be allowed to hold public office or who would be allowed to contest. So if you have things like you've been taken to court for charges like rape, murder, mass relocation of people, then you're actually having very serious charges.
What is more obvious is that it will more than likely become impractical to campaign in the next general election with an ICC indictment hanging over one's head. Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto, who both intend to vie for the top job, may have it rough on the campaign trail and at the same time attend trial in The Hague. Apart from the demand on their time and money that a trial will make, they will be limited in who they can associate with and what they can say, limiting their effectiveness in campaign.
Votes are not like a basket of bananas, so that I say that if I have 20 bananas in a basket and I decide that I don't want to take them home, then I will take this basket and empty them into your basket. You should remember that voters also think. So if say one candidate or two candidates drop out, it doesn't mean that all of their supporters will actually go for the person that they've decided that they would support.
Keenly following the verdict are other presidential aspirants whom their bid may be boosted if the two are out of the picture, or confirm a battle with the two who have a considerable number of following to be overlooked. Many are of the opinion that since Vice President Kalonzo Musyoka has publicly opposed the Hague process, he stands to numerically gain from supporters of the two suspects.
Kalonzo is not a very, very serious contender for the presidency. He's one person who is actually following others. I mean, a serious presidential candidate who is a vice president should actually be sitting and waiting to inherit the mantle of the presidency, instead of running around looking for where other presidential candidates have actually, gone in their rallies.
Prime Minister Raila Odinga, who opinion polls still put him ahead of the pack, should be keenly following events in The Hague, with predictions saying he may lose the presidential race if at all Ruto and Uhuru's numbers are consolidated. Despite assurances, the 6 will remain free until charges are confirmed, and there remains the possibility that arrest warrants could be issued. Even if that does not happen, the court could put in place restrictions on their travel or gag them from speaking on certain matters. Supporters of both Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto will keenly be waiting for the ICC verdict, but fellow presidential candidates may have more interest in the outcome of this case than any other group. Aaron Ochieng, KTN, Nairobi.